Hi, I'm Dr. Christensen, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm here with Daryl Francis of Francis Products, and we're going to review and go over the herb press. For those of you that watched my last video, I demonstrated the herb press that Daryl designed and manufactured, and through us working together for, gosh, how long's it been?
Years.
Yeah, it's been a few years. He's tweaked. I've made some suggestions as far as what I thought would make the herb press even better. Daryl had the opportunity, or he's taken the opportunity to really go and do some research and looked at dozens of herb presses that are currently on the market, and we've been able to kind of pick them apart and find out what's good about them, what's not good about them, what we would want to incorporate in our design, as well as what we definitely do not want to incorporate. And so what we've got here, this is like the third or fourth prototype that we've done, and this is so slick. Mm-hmm. And so we're just excited about it. And so what we'd like to do today is just kind of go through the machine itself. In the last video, I demonstrated how to press the herb, and so for those of you that are new to all of this, what I do in my workshops is I teach people how to make their own herbal medicines, their own tinctures. A tincture is an alcohol extract. And as I've discussed before, the purpose of using alcohol is it has the chemical properties that will take the nutrients, what we call the phytochemicals, out of the plant and put it into the solution. Far better than anything else. And so we make an alcohol-based tincture, and when it's done, after you've mixed your ingredients, after you've blended it, after you've shaken it twice a day, it's ready to strain. And one of the key things about straining a tincture is we want every last drop. We want to get everything that we can, and simply squeezing things by hand or with an inferior press, we're not able to do that. And so with this press, we're able to get 20 to 30% more out of it. And so let's just take a look at the machine, and I'll point out some of the features, and Daryl will prod me along.
Okay.
And so one of the things that's important, and when I had my herbal manufacturing company, we were insistent that everything had to be stainless steel. It had to be food grade stainless steel, and that's exactly what we've got here. And
the frame is stainless steel. The base, the holder for the jack, the plate, everything is stainless steel on this. And you'll notice that there's no welds anywhere on the frame. We do have silver solder to attaching the disc, but everything is stainless steel other than that. And the jack is painted. We buy the jack. We don't make the jack. And the springs are zinc coated, but everything else that will be in contact with any of the tinctures is all stainless steel.
And this is important, because when you use a piece of equipment and you're using it again and again and again, and a lot of the units that are for sale are these screw tops, and you screw things down, and the actual screw comes in contact, or can come in contact with your material and cause contamination. And that is absolutely something we do not want. The other advantage to this machine is it's a completely enclosed system. And so we'll just kind of demonstrate how we put it together here.
Let me mention one other thing.
Sure.
We've done a 2-inch stainless steel tube that fits exactly inside of the frame. The reason is, when we first made the first one, we made it a round stainless steel, and we found that with 8,000 pounds of pressure from a 4-ton jack, that would tend to bend one way or the other. With this square tubing, you get no deflection from side to side, and that will stay exactly where you want it.
And for those of us like myself, when we're using this, and we're using the heck out of this thing, and man, it just is solid and as sturdy as can be. So when you get your herb press, it's going to come wrapped up like this, and some of the components here, we've got what is this? Is this
that's
rubber?
That's the drain tube. No, that's the tubing.
It's the tubing.
Put food grade tubing on that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
and it will attach to the canister here. And this is important because when we attach this to the canister here, which again will sit up here, it's going to be able to be screwed right into the...
Which means it's an enclosed system, so you don't have your tincture material exposed to any contaminants.
Yeah. And again that's important. And so we've got the press. It's going to be pressing the herb as the jack pushes up. The fluid is going to come out here and into the jar. And so again, no cross contamination.
And then we have a perforated stainless steel can and stainless steel bottom. This was designed. We call it the puck. When you get the finished product down in here, the tincture material, and you go to pull it out, it's really hard to pull out because you've had 8,000 pounds of pressure on it. We've designed this to be wider at the top by 100 thousandths so that when you loosen it, it just slides right out now. So you don't have to strain to pull it out.
Which, trust me, is so cool because we've wrestled with the earlier versions, and you're just wiggling and trying to coax it out, and it doesn't. And so when we're straining the herb will go into a paint strainer, and the paint strainer will fit down into here. We fold it just such, and then the press comes in here. The nice thing about here is you're actually getting a dual straining, and so it's going to be strained through the paint strainer, and then you see the perforations on the canister here. And
so when you finish up, you've got a finished product. You can use the product directly. You don't have to strain it anymore. It's done.
Right.
One time.
And again, really slick.
So just put that under there and show them how that goes on there. A lot of times the material that you're straining, there's not a lot of bulk to it, so it will make a small puck in the bottom. In that case, we put a wood block under there to make sure that you get the full 8 tons of pressure on there. And then these are the jack handles here. And we'll close this down. Make sure that that's how that jack works, and then we'll punch that up and show you how that works. We'll take it all the way up. And you can see that goes all the way up to the top of the arm, and that squeezes all the material out.
What we found is when you're cranking this up, you give it 10, 15, 20 seconds because it will squeeze and then it'll seep out and drain. And
they can watch your other video to see how you do that.
Yeah, and we found that it's not necessary to crank it absolutely as hard as you possibly can. But you'll get a sense when you're done.
And then release it. Show them how we got the automatic return. See
the first designs didn't have these springs, and we're pushing everything down. But here you'll see you start that, and it sings to you. And so
take the can out, pull it back out, and you're finished.
So we pull the pressed herbs out, and we're ready to go. The other thing that's nice about the food grade stainless steel and the design here is really the only thing that will come in contact with the herb is this stainless steel plate, and when we're done, it's really a matter of just wiping things down. And you'll notice by the design here, things are bolted together. And so if for whatever reason you decided you wanted to take it apart to
do a deep clean once a year or something, we've provided 2 wrenches for you as well to take
these apart. 2 different sizes?
No, everything's all the same size. Okay. One size fits all.
Oh, that's good. And so again, you can take it apart. You can do whatever you want with it.
But you don't need to take this out in order to clean it. You just wipe it down with a paper towel and you're done.
Here's the bottom line. If you're going to be using tinctures, if you're going to be straining tinctures, you want to be able to get your money's worth out of the money that you invested in making your tinctures. And by using a good quality press, you're going to be able to do that. What we suggest to many people is get together with a few friends and purchase one together, and share the cost. Again, our goal is to provide the highest quality product for a very, very good and reasonable price. And if you compare this press, which I believe in every aspect is superior to what's on the market, and then you start comparing prices, you're going to find that this is below most of them. And the ones that it's higher than are the plastic ones, and trust me,
or the hand crank ones.
Yeah, and you don't want those.
Would you explain one more time the difference between hand squeezing that and getting out that essential stuff, and how much money you save on that? You get 20 to 30% more, and that cost $15 to $20 and pay for itself. And
well, $40 to $60 actually you'll save. But here's the other issue: when you're straining something by hand, you're getting the stuff that's already loose as far as the liquid that's easy to get. The more pressure you put on it, you're getting the herbal constituents that are being held still deep within the plant itself. And by squeezing that out, the last couple ounces that you get are going to be much more rich in their concentration of the phytonutrients. And so you're actually going to be improving the quality of your prester by using a stronger press. And so, again, we want quantity, yes, but we also want quality. And you're getting both of that with this machine.
Great.
And so, again, we're excited about it. It weighs about, it's under 20 pounds.
Yes, under 20 pounds.
And 25 inches tall. It's on rubber stoppers, so it's not gonna scrape your countertop. And so what we find is if you've got several herbs to press, several half gallons, you could easily do 4 to 6 in an hour, and you're going to save your hands. Believe me, I've squeezed a lot of herbs, and so this is pretty sweet.
Thank you.
And so thanks, Daryl.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been just a pleasure working with you on this, and
you too.
And again, we're excited about it because it's gonna help you. It's gonna save you money, and so. Again, give us a call if you're interested in this, and we'll talk to you later.